at these lower edges. And that means that we're buying this low price, and we're looking for that to accelerate, which it then duly obliged by doing. And you can see the volume's very chunky in this area, very chunky. But from this point here, from this trade here, the volume drops off as we go 75 bid up to 80s. The volume is now dropping out quite substantially into that phase. Now, there's not a lot of sell volume either. So to be fair, I don't think it's a sell either. So I think it's more likely to be kind of a bit more rotational. But at least we've managed to see the right trade, because at that point, of course, when it starts to widen here for the first time, so when for the first time we started to see it widen here, then of course we're now thinking, well, that's probably going to be an end of trend then if we start trading back towards the 80s, which is exactly what happened. And as it rejected the 80, it was a good opportunity just to close off the long positions and wait for something else to happen, wait for something else to eventually develop or evolve here. So it was a reasonable trade, 50s to 80s, $3,000 a contract. It was in the right location. It was a double distribution higher. Does everybody agree? It's a double distribution higher from the previous hour. So there's the double distribution trade. There's the top distribution area there. And there's the bottom distribution area there. And the in between is the gap that we can trade into. If we can take this seller offered, if we can take this seller bid, sorry, when we break out of this area, this market should explode. It does. And it does. Everything works the way it should, in perfect harmony with the markets. And we get this very nice upside. So I think it's probably going to rotate this area here. And then we'll wait to see if we can evolve into a particular storyline at this stage. We'll be looking for that storyline to change. Looking at the dollar pricing, you can see that the dollar also came off quite nicely for that exit price. The dollars came back in again here for the buyers to take a shot at the bottom edge. But we now have that macro divergence in the background that might just cause this top edge to be a done and a dusted. It's a done deal now. And can we all agree that the long liquidation looks pretty strong there? Something we touched on in this morning's classroom when we're talking about long liquidations and what happens next, and the speed and the volumes and everything else. Well, with that long liquidation looking a bit chunky, you would imagine that this price is now too expensive. 38.80s is now too expensive for gold. And as a result, we'll certainly be watching that as a possible reversal trade opportunity to get short if the value reverses back out as well.